Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and in my final of my 2016 Same But Different Christmas card series, it's another theme today, and it's all about keeping it warm. I have 6 different cards today, all kind of with a summery, warm kind of feel in a Christmas way. Obviously I live in Australia, and our Christmases here can be very, very hot, and my memories of Christmas are basically at the swimming pool or at the beach, so very, very different, I think, to those cold Christmases with snow and everything like that. And so what I've done is I don't actually have any warm Christmas themed stamps, although I've seen that there are a few more getting on the market now, and I am going to have to invest. But what I did instead is use the stamps that I do have and kind of make them like warm and Christmassy. So there are 6 different cards, and I've die cut 6 rectangles to go on the front, and there's 2 different sizes of those, and I've just chosen stamps that kind of have that summery feel. So palm trees, obviously, Santa in my own hand-drawn Hawaiian shirt, crab on a beach, shark. Now these are for my nieces and nephews and godsons, and I thought they'd be good fun cards for kids for Christmas. So most of the panels I've actually just stamped directly on the panel, but this MFT Santa this is the only one that I've actually stamped separately, and will colour it and cut him out. I am colouring all my images with Copics, but I do come in a little bit later and add a little bit of extra shading with some pencils. Obviously you're not going to see it all today because 6 different cards, it's massive, but I've tried to include as much as possible. So I'm going to leave you with the colouring now. I will list all the colours of the Prismas and the Copics that I've used, and all the stamps over at my blog. The ones that are available still will be linked, otherwise I will make note of which ones are retired. Okay, I'll be back very soon when all of the colouring and a little bit of fussy cutting is done. Okay, so after that marathon event, lots of colouring today, I've chosen lots of different sentiments, not necessarily from Christmas sets, just things that I thought would work really well with the warm kind of theme for Christmas, and just stamping out each sentiment for each panel, either on the front of the card or on the actual panel itself. I pop up all my panels. I use my ATG gun. I prefer adding it to the cardstock directly if possible. I find that it's a bit easier for me. And then as some final details, I did come in with a few different Prismacolor pencils to add a little bit of shading, as well as my Spectrum Noir Crystal glitter pen, which is just awesome. And that's my series basically finished for this year. I've had a blast. Thanks so much for supporting me and all your wonderful comments. They really make my day. I'll be back again real soon with some more cards, maybe even some more Christmas ones before the end of the year. So until then, Merry Christmas and happy paper crafting. Bye.